If you really want to experience true freedom and mastery on your inline skate, then you should spend most of your time practicing three main things, which are 1, mastering your edges, 2, balancing, and 3, control on your inline skates. There are numerous drills that can help you achieve this goal. And today I'm going to show you the most fundamental yet effective drills that you can practice that I assure you is going to help you improve drastically as a beginner. Welcome to day 6 of the 30-day beginner course, where I show you all the fundamentals you need to make you confident and get to skating in 30 days. In previous days of this series, we learned a lot about your skate. We learned how to get up on your skate, how to move forward, how to fall down properly, how to take long strides, and most importantly, we learned about the most dynamic stop you can ever learn to do on your inline skate, which is the T-stop. And in today's video, like I already mentioned, I'm going to show you the most fundamental drills that you can practice that will give you the true freedom you desire on your inline skate. But before that, I'm going to give you 4 specific reasons why these drills are very important to do. We're going to look at some real-world scenarios and examples of when these drills come into play. And then we're going to go on to dissect these drills one after the other, showing you the most effective ways to practice these drills. The first reason why mastering your edges is that it makes transitions and turns a lot easier. Because most of the time when you're transitioning or turning, you are engaging your edges. So practicing and intentionally focusing on mastering the edges that are involved in these transitions and turns that you do will help you a lot to master these transitions and turns a lot faster. The second reason is that it helps you a lot to get familiar and so much better at learning new stop, because almost every stop that you do on inline skates require you to use your edges. If you're doing a T-stop, you're using the inside edge of the stopping leg. If you're doing a power slide, you're using the inside edge of your stopping leg. If you're doing a hockey stop, you are using the inside edge of one leg and the outside edge of the other leg. Even with a spin stop, you are using the inside edges to do the spin stop. So focusing on fundamental drills that help you master these edges will translate directly into you mastering stops a lot quicker. So if you want to get fancy with different stops, master your edges. The third reason why you should master your edges is that you can use this to walk up and down the stairs when skating outdoors. Because most of the time when skating outdoors, you come across some stairs, and sometimes these stairs have handrails to hold, which makes it a lot easier to go upward, but sometimes there are no handrails to hold. So in this case, how do you go up and how do you go down? This is very simple, by using your inside and outside edges, depending on where you're going to. If you're going down, then you're using your outside edges. There are no handrails. If you're going upwards, you're using your inside edges. So mastering your edges basically plays a very big role in this particular aspect. I'm going to go deeper into how to go up and downstairs in later videos, probably day 16, I think. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and do not miss that video. But the fourth reason is that most of the advanced tricks that you learn require you to actually be on your edges. So being your edges will allow you to master a lot more tricks in the future. So focusing on it at the very beginning of your skating journey is very, very important. If you master these drills that I'm going to show you, it's going to help you a lot. Most importantly, mastering your edges allows you to build a lot more confidence and a lot more balance. Imagine you're able to turn a lot more safely, you're able to stop more effectively, you're able to do some advanced tricks, you're able to go up and down the stairs. What else do you need? This helps you a lot. So focus on mastering these tricks that I'm about to show you, and your life will change. All right, let us start off with the very first drill, which is lemon drops. We have 2 variants of this drill. The first one, which is using only the inside edges. So inside edge, open up, inside edge. And the second variant, which is opening up with the inside edge and then transferring to the outside edge to open up again. So you just keep alternating them. Now let us take a look at the first variant, which is using only your inside edges for this drill. So you want to keep your leg in the V position, relying on your inside edges. So first you want to stand like this and then try to go on your inside edges. Have a feel of how it is to stand on the inside edges. Of course, you can always hold something. Very, very important that if you are trying something out for the very first time, it is really, really important to hold something. So stand in the V position, go on your inside edges. Try to see how this feels. Then you can try to do it without holding anything. See how this feels. If you're able to stand in this position, then you can do lemon drops. That's the very first variant without any troubles. So you want to stand in a V position, go on your inside edges, and then apply some pressure. So push yourself forward and bring yourself in this position. Then open it up again, go, bring yourself in this position. Open it up again, go, bring yourself in this position. Open up again, press. This is pretty straightforward. You have to really feel it. You know, there's no step-by-step guide on how to maybe position your leg or anything like that. You have to just try it to know how it is done. Stand like this, open your legs. Just let yourself roll a bit. You feel that your edges are doing the work for you. And for the second variant, we are alternating. So you want to start off with the very first one, inside edge. Then over here, instead of going this way, you want to keep your legs this way instead. So you can also practice this, like I mentioned, while holding something. Hold it, try to see how it feels to be in this position. Keep your leg in this way. Then you want to just open up like that, in this particular way. It's not the easiest, but you want to try to open up in this way. So try to use your edges to open up. This is going to be quite hard, but try it. You can also get somebody to hold you. So imagine this is somebody holding me like this. Then I'm just gonna go in my edges. Is the easiest way to practice. Let somebody hold you. If you don't have anybody, then you can maybe practice while holding something. It can also work. So go like this. Then we apply the second variant. So we go one inside, then we keep outside, and then use outside to open up and come back inside. Use outside to open up and come back inside. I'm gonna shoot up a close view so you can see how this is working. So over here, you can see I am opening up like this. Then I'm using the outside edges to go again. So I'm going like this, outside edge, open up, outside edge, open up, outside edge, open up, outside edge, open up. Maybe at the beginning it's not going to look completely on the outside edges because you're not used to this position yet. So it's advisable to do it step by step. Try to do it. Maybe your leg will be in this position at the beginning. When you're still doing it, it is fine. But from time to time, you want to rely on your edges to do this instead of standing straight. Now the second drill I want you to practice is going to be a build-up on the lemon drops. This is called a criss-cross. So what you're basically doing is lemon drops, but then crossing and opening up. This is going to look hard at the beginning, but it's not that hard, I promise you that. How can you learn this? In previous days, we learned how to scissor your skates, right? So you're going to scissor your skates and do lemon drops while scissoring your skates. So you keep your legs scissored this way, then you're going to do lemon drops. Keep your legs scissored, lemon drops. Keep your legs scissored. If you observe very well before, we had our legs parallel and then try to go this way and come back to parallel. This way and come back to parallel. But this time we want to keep our legs scissored and then go the same way with our legs scissored, the same way with our legs scissored, the same way, push with our legs scissored. Then we want to advance to actually cross our legs when we go inside with a lemon drop. This is very, very similar to variant 2 of the lemon drops, where we use the inside edge and the outside edges. This time we are doing the same thing, just that we are keeping our legs scissored, cross and open up. Keep our legs scissored, cross and open up. You can do crisscross in 2 ways. If your strongest leg is your right leg, you might want to cross with your right leg in front and opening up. If your strongest leg is, however, the left leg, then it's gonna be the opposite. You're gonna cross over with your left leg and then open up. But I recommend you practice for both sides equally at the beginning. It's very, very important to master every technique for both sides. You're gonna try as much as possible to keep your weight equally distributed. To make this process a lot easier for you, you can practice standing in this position depending on which leg you choose to start with. So stand in this position, of course, you can always hold something to help you master this. So stand in this position, have a feel of how it is to be in this position. Then you can scissor your skate, use your inside edges, and then go onto the outside edges. Stand in this position. It's very, very hard at the beginning, I'm not gonna lie. It's really, really hard. But with time, you're gonna learn how to do this, and it's gonna help you immensely, trust me. Because there are many tricks that you can actually do when you learn how to do this while going backwards. So learning how to do this is very, very relevant. At the end, you can alternate them. So right leg, open up, left leg, open up, right leg, open up, left leg, open up. this is not going to look very smooth for you at the beginning. To be honest, it's not going to look very smooth for you. You have to practice this almost every session. Spend at least 5 minutes practicing this every time you skate, and it's going to do wonders for you, trust me. The next drill I want you to practice is the snake. Keeping your leg parallel or scissored, and then making the snake motion. You see how the snake moves? Just like that. That is how you want to move. This is a very important exercise because you engage both outside edges of your legs. Left outside edge, right outside edge. Left outside edge, right outside edge. This is one of the most important techniques you can ever learn to do because this can translate into doing hockey stops. You can do parallel turns when you master this. And you can even go on to do one of the most difficult stops, which is the parallel stop. How do you do this? This is basically straightforward. You stand this way, you move a bit, keep your leg parallel, and then just try to dance, you know? Try to shift your weight just like that. Just practice this way, bit by bit. It doesn't have to be completely perfect, like maybe this for now, but you can do it bit by bit. And then once you get comfortable with your edges, you can extend and actually engage your edges more. You can maybe make long ones, long turns. You get what I mean? To practice this, I really recommend some cones, or you can maybe use some stones from somewhere. Just pick some rocks and line them up in several positions. It doesn't have to be completely perfect. Just line them up. And then what you want to do is to just go through these cones just like that, just to give you some guidance. It's very, very effective, trust me. But at the beginning, you want to take note that you want to open the cones as much as possible. You don't want to keep them too close because it's going to be very hard when they get close because you have to move in very fast. But as a beginner, it's quite hard for you. So when I arrange the cones, it doesn't have to be perfect. All you have to do is just go around these cones just like that. This gives you some guide. It's very, very nice. Practice this every single time. Even if you don't have cones, you can just practice without the cones. You can practice without the cones. Just imagine there are some targets in front of you that you are trying to avoid. And this helps a lot, trust me. It helps you a lot to get comfortable on your outside edges. Let us advance a little bit to the second variant, which is keeping your leg in a scissor position. You can always create another variant of these edge drills when you scissor your skate. Very important thing to notice. So I scissor my skate, the same thing. It's gonna be a bit difficult right now when I scissor my skate because you are engaging both your inside edges and your outside edge. If I'm going to the left, then I'm engaging the outside edge of my left leg and the inside edge of my right leg. If I'm going to the right, I'm engaging the outside edge of my right leg and the inside edge of my left leg. Now, take a look. I go this way, the side, the same motion. I go this way. It's very important to always keep your body low. So bend your knees this way. It makes things a lot easier. Look at this. It's very, very easier to go even through the smallest of cones compared to something like this. If I keep my leg unbent, it's very, very hard and it becomes a lot hard to balance. So keep your body low and everything gets easier. Now, drill number 4 has to be one of the most important drills that you want to practice. If you don't want to practice any of these drills, practice drill number 4 because it's a recipe to doing transitions and getting freedom on your inline skate. If you learn these drills and master this drill, bro, your life is gonna change. Trust me, you feel so free on the inline skate. What is this drill? This is doing half spins. It looks very minimal. Doing half spins looks very, very minimal, but extremely effective. Trust me. How do you do half spins? You want to keep your legs in a parallel position. Here you're engaging the inside edges of both legs to do a turn in this way. The goal over here is to master half spins for both sides, right? But of course it's going to be hard at the beginning. So like always, choose one side first. When you master that side, then transfer the same thinking, the same mindset, the same feeling to the other side. You get what I mean? This is your leg. You are in a parallel position like this. And what you're doing is that you want to practice this. This is basically what you're doing, depending on where you're going. Right, I'll show you very soon what it is. So if you want to go to the left, what you're doing is you're pushing this leg forward and then pushing this leg backwards. That is basically what you're doing. So if I want to move to this side, I'm basically doing this. And I'm here. You see what happened? Again, if I want to move to this side, I basically do this. And I'm there. You get what I mean? So you push this leg forward and then turn. You see what happened? You push this leg forward and then turn. I do it from the side so you see. You do push this leg forward and then you turn. So at the beginning, you can practice half spins like this. Stand there and then push this leg forward. Then you turn this way. Push this leg forward, then you turn this way. But then slowly, you want to make it as smoothly as possible. So move this way and then turn. Move this way, drag your feet instead of lifting it. That is the most important factor when you progress. Like you did before, instead of lifting them, you want to stretch and then drag them to turn. Stretch and then drag them to turn. Stretch and drag them to turn. And the same applies to the other side. If you want to move to the right, what you're doing is you're stretching this leg out and turning. Stretching this leg out and then turning. So remember always, if you're going to your right, right leg moves backwards, left leg moves forward, and you turn into it. If you're going, however, to your left, right leg moves forward, left leg goes backwards, and you turn. Simple as that. Then slowly you want to turn a 360. So you go 90, turn, 90, turn, 90, turn, 90, turn. Then with time, you want to progress into doing it a lot smoothly to 180s, doing it smoothly to 180s, doing it smoothly to 180s. Then if you get even better, you can go on to do a whole 360, and life becomes so much easy. You do a 360. It feels so nice, doesn't it? So practice this step by step, and with time you're gonna improve, and you realize how interesting it is to be free on skates. Now, the last fundamental drill I want you to practice is one leg pushes. This is very, very straightforward. It's very easy, but it has a lot of benefit, trust me. If you're very tired on skates and you just want to chill, you can basically go on with one leg, just this way, like a skateboard. See how a skateboard moves? If you're tired, you just have to skate on one leg, like this. So you're using the inside edge of the pushing leg to propel yourself forward. And it becomes especially important when you're going uphill, because sometimes it's very, very difficult to go uphill when you're doing like normal strides or trying to move up there. Your legs begin to hurt. But if you try this technique, doubling it, so you can actually do it twice. So double pushes, 1, 2, 1, 2. This makes your life so much easier. So how do you do this? I want you to keep your leg in this particular way, scissor your skate, depending on which leg you want to use to do the push. If I want to use my left leg to do the push, then I keep my left leg behind and pointing in this direction. Just like we learned for the T-stop, if you remember, day 5, the previous video, we learned how to do a T-stop by putting one leg behind and then propelling ourselves with the back leg. So using the inside edge of the back leg to propel yourself forward. But this time, instead of dragging your feet, or should I say your foot, like the T-stop, you want to lift it slightly and then drop it. Again, to the side, if I'm using my right leg, this time it's going to be like this. I propel myself with my right leg, and instead of dragging it, I drop it immediately. Propel myself with my left leg, drop it immediately. Maybe for you, it's going to look something like this. You're going to push, and maybe you're going to be shaking a bit, you drop it. You try to push, you're going to be shaking a bit, you drop it. You try to push, you're going to be shaking a bit, so you drop it. But with time, it's going to get better and better. The more you scissor your skate, the better it becomes. At the beginning, it's going to be hard to scissor your skate, and you're gonna keep maybe your legs in parallel like this, and then try to push slightly. This also works. But if you scissor your skate, you get more power. Scissor your skate, keep it wide, you push, go, push, go, push, go, push, go. Alright, so go ahead and practice these drills. If you like the video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to this channel, because it helps us a lot to push the resources you have over here to more people out there. And do not forget to track your progress. It's very, very important. Track your progress, see how much you are improving, and if you post the drills, do well to tag me on Instagram or TikTok at Blaqskates with the hashtag Let's Roll 30. I wish you a lot of luck and see you in the next lesson.